Fight on!
Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and you're back with me in the apartment. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Killer Instinct Arcade Part 2, the cabinet. That's right, man. We're going to be going through the cabinet itself, the ins and outs, things I want to do to it, things that I changed, and overall review the cabinet. So I'm going to pick you up, and we're going to do the in and out. I'll show you both the sides, insides, the outs, and let's get right to it. So let me pick you up, and we'll roll. So, first things first, what we're going to be doing is, so let's check. So when I first picked this up, like I said in the crazy pickup video, which a lot of people liked and I love talking about again. So I had the game in. Now again, I ended up picking up Killer Instinct 2 thereafter, which is going to be the next segment. Next video series, but again, keeping in the theme of the Killer Instinct 1 arcade, or Killer Instinct Arcade, the machine was in, and with that, I really didn't have much to do. So, I mean, let's just take a look at it. So, the Marquee, if you can see, let me see if I can get in close. It's actually paper. Someone printed like a high resolution paper and put it on there. Now, obviously I'm going to be changing that. I'm either going to print it myself at the printers to get one online. So that was wrong, and that will change. Now inside there, the fluorescent light bulb did not work. And I tried to get it working, whether it's the ballast or the bulb or the starter. It was messing with me. I couldn't get it working. It was frustrating. I'm like, you know what, forget it. So I rewired a neon light, like a LED light bulb, because it's easier and it cost me $3, and it was done, and it works. Now a little problem with that though. So I figured out I did it with Killer Instinct. I'll do the Killer Instinct 2 and then even the Mortal Kombat. Well, I figured out that when I actually do that, when I actually changed it, when the game's on, it'll make this like there's feedback from the speakers. And I don't know why it does that. Now, if anyone knows why it does that, I've been reading online, something to do with either the voltages are wrong because the fluorescent bulb and the light bulb use different voltages. I don't know if they're saying there's feedback maybe on the speakers, if it's too close to the speakers, if it's too close to the actual PCB, or just something else or maybe I tried the power supply, but it still does it. So it does like this, especially when like Spinal's on, it'll do it. So I don't know what that is. If you guys know why it does that, please let me know. I'd love to know because I want to fix it. So that's one thing, but the speakers definitely work. It's very loud. So that's pretty much the actual game itself. So looking forward, I mean, this was beautiful. The actual glass, other than a very few minor scratches, was very nice. The actual control panel, this is again original. Now obviously these buttons are wrong. This should be all blue. These have changed, and you saw in my, I think it was my Double Dragon or my Mortal Kombat video that I got them from Suzo Hap. So I got these brand new. They're a little sensitive to do the moves. Actually, you would have to do it a little slower. So I'm going to see if I can maybe tighten those up to make them a little more easier to play. But these I'm going to change the blue. This I'm going to change to player 2. These I'm going to change to another blue because they're older. And then player 1. The actual CPO is beautiful. The only bad thing about it is this, which I'm going to try my best to touch up again because it's exposed in the actual metal. But everything else looks beautiful. Now the front of the cabinet itself, flashlight. Front of the cabinet itself looks alright. I mean, there's a few dings, and to be honest, I actually don't mind it. So that looks alright. Now, down here, let me just get the light. So down here, again, there's a little marking there. The lights did work, the cone lights. Now, where it says quarters, I actually got from Suzo Hap as well, the inserts. Before it said 1 loonie, which in Canada it's a coin. So we have like $1 coin instead of the bills. So it was 1 loonie to play. Changed it to quarters back like it was. I'll probably maybe touch up the paint because you can see scrapes. there was no there was no coin locks, so those are new. The inserts there where the light is, those bolts right there, I did change. They were empty because they did have security locks before, so I added those. Which in the future I'm going to paint black. I'm going to touch that up right there on the actual coin bucket door. And so there's the actual coin. Now let's open the actual inside. Now the inside itself, of course, there's the controls there. There's the volume, the coin, and then the menu. This did not have the coin mix. This one I got on Suzo Hap. That's when I was waiting for the Canadian quarter, and it also takes American. There's one back order that's on its way that I'll put in there, so that's coming in the next few weeks. Again, original diagram, original everything. Now inside, again, I'm going to do it from the front way, but again, this is where you'd put the quarter in, it'd go down in there. So there's the inside of that. Now the inside of the actual coin door. The good thing is it came with a bucket. So it came with a bucket. There's some of my to-dos. Like I have all those things that are not crossed off I have to still do or test. Again, pretty clean inside. It does have the original counter. What's that? 13,600. No, 136,157. Wow, that's a lot. That got a lot of play. Wow, that got a lot of play. Does that make sense? Yeah, that got a lot of play. So that's pretty much the inside, in and out. Again, this coin bucket. So that's pretty much, that's the inside. The actual, like again, the actual inside of the cabinet's good. Let's look it up here. So inside of the cabinet's pretty clean. Again, I haven't had time to really go through it heavy to clean it, but I did a decent clean. Again, like I said for all my videos, once I do the final, once I put them in their final place, I'm going to make sure it's as mint as I can. Now, here's the debate. So that's the original, you know, kind of the bezel, just the black one. Now, there's people online, friends of mine on my line, so Mech 101, I think that's his name, yeah. Charles, he's a nice guy. He actually told me, why don't you get the sticker like Killer Instinct 1 or 2, but it's the Killer Instinct and put it there. I may do it. Now, apparently it's not original, but there were kits that had that as well. So I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know if someone actually has Killer Instinct 1 move list and then put that up number 1 and then put the instruction card up there like Killer Instinct 2 and the epilepsy thing for the monitor. So I don't know if I'm going to replicate that. It's not original, but maybe I will. I mean, that's something maybe not now. In the near future, we don't know. Because if I do it, I'm going to change the buttons and everything else. So that's pretty much the front. Coin lights work. It takes quarters. Now the monitor. Now the monitor, real quick, when I first got this, like I said, I knew there was something a little wrong with it. I'm like, what the hell is that? So it was out of focus. It was out of everything. The actual monitor looks decent. There's no burn-in, which is very important. Now, if you guys can, again, help me again. I don't know if it's the power supply. I don't know what it is. But I did change the power supply. There's little, like, you can actually, I don't know if, hear that? Oh, no, it didn't do it, shit. But, I mean, if you hear, like, there's, like, little squiggly lines, like, little, it almost looks like power surges. And I don't know what that's from. If you guys can, it's very, like, hard to see, but it's there. And again, I think if you could see it there, like you can see the like little like waves or whatever. So I had to actually, with that, I had to get a new adjust remote board, which I got online. Let me try to undo this here. There's the remote board that I got. Shit, where is it? Maybe I'll do this later so I don't waste time. Actually, I'll unhinge that later on, but. Let's go to this side just to make this, again, video a little more efficient. So on the side, as you can see, a little scrapes, nothing too crazy. There's a scrape there, there's spinal, this is all original siding. So there's that. And again, other than that, there's not too much really to say about it. It's pretty original, again, some scrapes. Maybe out of 10 if you want me to give it a rating. I don't know, maybe 7.5, maybe 8. Other than some scrapes, that's the only kind of gouge out of it. Other than that, no, there's one there as well. So maybe at a 7 out of 10, to be pretty modest, 7.5. But I mean, who really cares? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna actually pull the game out. We'll look inside, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so I've just pulled it out. Let's see the back of it. So the back looks good. As you can see, it's pretty good. Now, it does not have like the Midway sticker. I think it's actually inside. I might actually reprint that because there's one inside and just kind of take the old serial number. So there's some patents or whatever there. Someone wrote Killer Instinct on this back. Again, that's where they had another lock switch. And then again, of course, the vents and of course the wheels. So that's the back. Now, for the back of it, if you recall, like I said in the video, I'm going to get the key, that the actual back was, the key was broken. So a key was broken it. So what I did is I got my drill and I just drilled that out, and I got it where I can fit a key like right there that was actually inside. If you guys ever see it, it's sometimes inside the actual coin door. So I found it in there, and I kind of just broke it off purposely. Let's see if I can do this with a camera. Yep. And then I just pretty much broke it off purposely and just have a key that just fits. It's like not even meant for it, but it works and it turns it, so I don't care. So there's that. Let me just quickly put down the light. So now I'm going to just take off pretty much the whole back door and show you the insides. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let me explain the inside, which is kind of cool. So what do we have inside? First things first, we have the Henrix Polo monitor. It is very finicky. Now, you see, I'll unhinge this in a moment. Yeah, I'll unhinge that in a moment, and we'll see the front, but that's pretty much the inside. Okay, now there's the neon light that I took off. I have it there just for parts. There's the lock bar as well. It was actually pretty clean, I have to be honest. There was some rat shit that was just around here, so I cleaned that up, vacuumed it. Now, you see where that little hole is? Where that little hole is, there was an actual Ziploc bag. I'm like, oh my god, what the hell is that? And it was an actual ROM, like it was like a ROM stuck to a styrofoam protective insulator thing. I'm like, oh, interesting. Now that is for the fan. What I threw down right there where the line is. Here's the actual fan, and here's the PCB. It's an original Killer Instinct PCB. I know right now they're going for good money. The person that did this, this was, to my surprise, the greatest thing I could find. So before I was going to buy it, I'm like, oh man, I want to convert it to the SD card so I don't have to deal with any moving hard drive. Well, here's the good news that I never knew. Remember, I couldn't see it before. There, right here, is the original hard drive. So right there where the line is. So that is the hard drive. It does work 100%. I've tried it, and right there, let me see if I can get in with the light and if it shows it. Will it show it? Well, yeah, sorry, right there in the black. There is the, that's the SD card. Now, this was done a while ago. I think it was done, if I read it, in, like, the website that's there is arcade, what the hell does that say? arcadecrt.com. And when I go on their website, I don't know if they're even still available, but they did the actual mod. They did the solid state SD card, and it works. And then there's the actual, now I plugged in again the Seagate Killer Instinct, and it works. So I have the original there, and I have the SD, which is beautifully set up, and they already like tied it with twist ties. The fan is right, the original fan is there, and then there was the power supply, that one, and then I changed it to one I had a spare one, just to see if it works better, and it does work a little better. Still has those lines, again, if you guys know why. Someone told me, Steve, it's the fuses. Now, I have not changed them, so that's probably the culprit. It's probably the fuses there, and what I will do eventually is change those fuses or even clean them and see if I can get a clearer picture. or someone said it could be the fuse block, and I'm not that good at the electronics, so I'm gonna maybe try the process of elimination. I already tried the power supply, that's not it. Right down there is the remote adjust board, and I had a problem with it when I first got it, and I'll open the front to show you in a moment. It was actually cracked, and anytime I moved the game or pounded the control panel hard, it would shake the monitor and it would shake the actual picture, which was a big problem, especially the way I play. But, oh my god, is that money right there? Oh my god, I see money. You see that right there? Alright, I'll see. I think that's a quarter. I'm going to grab that in a second. Nice. So, again, this with this, it has the original serial number right there. Actually, it's right here. What am I thinking? So, original serial number, Killer Instinct. Let's see. Killer Instinct. Yeah. So Killer Instinct machine 40047. So 40,047. Oh no, the serial number's right there. Sorry. I think it's either 40047 or 278137. Actually, let's modify. Yeah, it's right there. So that it coincides together. Let's try to get this in there. Sorry for the shitty camera work here. Yeah, so it matches. Either way, the serial numbers match. I have to kind of clean that up. That's all that matters. The serial numbers match. It's an original machine. Actually, I'll leave that there. I won't put it on the back of that. That's good enough. As long as someone sees it's real, I don't care. So that's the actual hard drive itself. Excuse me, the PCB. Again, it's original. All they did is change the to the SD card, which is beautiful. I still have the original everything. I want to plug in the fan, but it's loud. If you ever wonder, Steve, why don't you just do it to cool it down? I agree with you. It's very loud. Very, very loud. And I don't want it on. It's annoying. So let me... oh, and it's right there. There's more serial numbers right there. Come on, focus. Beautiful. So all the match. The one on the monitor, the one down there in the power supply, and the fuse block, and the one in there. So original, again, that's all I get. Unless something happens and I can't. Every game I have so far is original. So that's pretty much it. Again, the monitor, it was giving me some hassles. If you see those two knobs right there, the blue on the left and the red on the right, and this red wire that's kind of right there where the line is shining. Anytime I bump it, it would kind of change the pigment on the screen. So I've kind of isolated it so it's nice and clean. So far so good. So that's the actual insides. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly pause you up. I'm going to open the control panel so you can look in. You can see the remote adjust board. And I'll see the other side and we'll take it from there. Okay. So I just opened the CPO. Or sorry, like the front of it. Again, there's the matching serial number again. Let me go upside down here. Is that going to freak it out? Yeah, who cares? Come on, focus. So that's the serial number again. So when I opened this originally, I'm like, uh-oh, something's not working right. Because remember, I had to put it back together because I had it in the van. Now, I had this remote adjust board. Put on the Pac-Man real quick. And when I first got it, I'm like, uh-oh, something doesn't make sense. So let me bring it more to you guys here. Where's my light? Oh, it's right there. As you can see, it's cracked right above the test video. And every time I'd move one of the pods, the entire picture will jump, it'd get fuzzy. I'm like, uh-oh, that's a problem. So I went online, there's a guy on eBay. I can't remember honestly who I bought it from. Maybe I'll put it in the description who I bought it from because I did want to thank them. They're awesome. They had it on for $12 American, $5 shipping to Canada, so around $20. So I just shot them like a best offer. I think I offered 7 instead of 12. They accepted and they shipped it with a conversion rate was, again, around 20, but it wouldn't have been around 25, 26. So $20, I got a brand new one, which is down there now. Now, you might say, Steve, that's pathetic. You have it hanging down like shit. It's right there where the light is. Now, anytime I go to mount it somewhere, I don't want to touch it because it usually like adjusts it. I'm like, oh, so I leave it there so it's not kind of, it's just on a wire. So if I bang the control panel, it doesn't do anything. And it hasn't bothered me, so I don't care. So I'll leave it there for now. But again, that's the broken one. I'm keeping it as a backup. Someone told me online, because if you look here, I mean, the soldering job, whoever did it or if they did it, the soldering job was faulty. Now I'm not a good solderer at all. As you can see where the light is, that's broken. One of the leads are broken, and then even that solder joint just totally destroyed. So I don't know if I may just resolder it and maybe try to put it back together. Nothing too immediate. I'll put this away later. So that's the inside of the actual control panel. And again, control panel. So I changed these. I just find these are a little loose from Suzo half. I don't know. Anytime I do a move, they're too loose. So I want to see if I can somehow make them a little harder to do, so you can actually grind the joystick a little. I know it sounds weird, but it's easier to play that way. And then lastly, again, I'm gonna try, just because it's harder to move. This side. Let's check out this side. So that's the actual, cabinet looks actually, this side's better. If I was gonna, this side's, it's better on here. This one is almost mint, to be honest. Now, there's a little scuffs here. I'm gonna show you one quick thing. I forgot about the T-molding. But overall, I mean, I know it's not the best angle, my apologies, but you can see down there, there's really nothing really much to show. It's actually pretty mint. Only a little scrapes. There's one gouge there. So maybe out of, I don't know, I would say this one's at least an 8 out of 10, if not even maybe an 8.5. Maybe 8 to be a little more humble, but the sides are beautiful. Yeah, I got to touch it up here. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. So that's pretty much the cabinet in and out. There's a little things I want to maybe change. Friends of mine have noticed that, I don't know if that was burned from a cigarette or whatever it was. The actual molding's a little rough, which I actually do agree with. Here it's a little rough. And then here there's an actual nail in it. And then look, you can actually see how this part right there, it moves in and out. So I want to take this later, not now, maybe put new black T-molding, or maybe re-glue it if I can save a couple of bucks. Everything else is pretty much good to go. So on this cabinet, I'm definitely going to change the marquee. If you guys know why it goes like it makes that sound, please let me know. I'd love to know so I can fix it. Because one of these videos, I'm going to pretty much do a fix on all of them. I'm going to have maybe a combo video of, little fixes here and there. Maybe marquee, changing the buttons. I know it's very easy to do, but if you're new to it, maybe putting the instruction sticker if someone knows where to get the moves. And maybe changing the fuse block, or at least the fuses, to see if you guys can see how it's kind of, see right there's little waves. So if you guys know how, please let me know if you know how to fix that. Or it could be, like I said, someone just said it's a fuse. So if I can maybe just change the fuse, they're probably 50 cents and save the hassle. Beautiful. But other than that, it was pretty much turnkey. Other than the monitor, again, it was a pain in the ass to get the arcade remote board and working well. No burn-in, beautiful picture. I got lucky in that. The cabinet's original. I'm so lucky. I saved at least $80, if that, because I looked online to actually change the PCB, the PCB to an SD card to have Killer Instinct, which is awesome. So, and I have the original, so I have everything. If I wanted to plug it in or sell it, which I'm not, but especially at the moment, yeah, I mean it's perfect. I have the best of both worlds, and they play identical. I've tried both, identical. That's pretty much it, guys. I know last video was longer. I know I got a lot of good feedback, and definitely I always have fun on the memories. And again, I don't want to ramble, so maybe I'll just sign off, because guys, that's pretty much the Killer Instinct cabinet. Beautiful, very heavy. The wheels work. This cabinet's identical to a Killer Instinct 2 as well, and Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. Mortal Kombat 1 was different, as you can see, but either way, beautiful cabinet, very heavy, relatively easy to work on, but it takes up a lot of room. But with that being said, guys, that's pretty much it. I mean, not much more to show. Again, maybe I'll do a combo video of me kind of changing some little things around together, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Let me set it up to sign off officially and give you guys a little more info. And yeah, so let me sign off officially. Alright guys, so that was pretty much it. That was the Killer Instinct Arcade Part 2, which was the cabinet. Just put it with my flashlight, just put everything back, as you can see. Very straightforward video, didn't want to ramble, wanted to get straight to it. I know some people are saying, Steve, your videos are too long. Again, if it's necessary, I will use more time. If not, I will scale back. I know we live all busy lives, and there's a lot of great YouTube channels out there as well. So, with that being said, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for the Killer Instinct Arcade Part 2, which is the cabinet. The money I tried to get just in there was a quarter, but the way I pushed it, it went underneath a part that I can't get to at the moment. So there's a quarter stuck in there I'll just grab. But other than that, that's pretty much the game, man. It's pretty straightforward. I don't know what really else to say about that, but yeah, I mean, this is part 2, of course. Part 3 in my next video is going to be Killer Instinct Arcade. Part 3, which is going to be the game review. I'm going to review the game, and again, some things you may or may not know about it. We're going to get into it like my other videos. But again, if you guys haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do it yet. More videos are always going to be coming every week. Special presentation videos coming, bonus videos that I have on the way, and a lot of cool surprises. Not to mention, I'm going to do Killer Instinct, going to do Killer Instinct 2, all 5 parts. I'm going to be doing Street Fighter 1, the cabinet, and Street Fighter 2 in my slot machine, so a lot more coming. Hopefully never a dull moment. Hopefully you guys like the videos. Comment, like you've been commenting, huge response, especially for Killer Instinct. I have to admit, I mean, out of all the games that, if you look at my views, now again, they're not too many yet, but they're definitely like over a month have been going a lot higher per video, which is beautiful. More subscribers if you've subscribed recently or before. A heartfelt thank you. It's the least I can do. I'm more than happy to entertain you guys as much as I can. I look at other inspiration on YouTube and I love it. So thanks again for subscribing, commenting, liking, even disliking. Even if you dislike, I'm curious. Let me know why. Even if you don't like my face, totally cool. I would always want, because I want to improve, and that's the honest truth. So I don't mind if you do it. Let me know. If not, so be it. So that's going to do it for that. Again, subscribe if you have to. All the best. Thanks again for checking out Top Tier. My name is Steve, and let's see what we can do next video. So with that being said, peace.